1 week on from Derby Week here in Louisville, Kentucky, and we are just about reaching the quarter pole of this USL Championship season tonight. From Lynn Family Stadium, it's Louisville City and Orange County. Tonight's match is presented by Wendy's. With the former Manchester United goalkeeper Gary Bailey, I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us. And going back to the midweek, the U.S. Open Cup, boy, Louisville put up a great fight. In the end, not enough.
Yeah, so close. Sean Tosh with a penalty in the 67th minute. And 89th, Jorge Gonzalez steps up. It's 2-2. There's extra time. There's penalties. This one is a save from Kyle Adams. So it goes down to the goalkeeper, Thomas, to win it for Seattle. And he does a heartbreak for Louisville.
So they come back, and they're back into the league now. As we look at the standings, they are just 6 points behind the Charleston Battery, but 3 games in hand against Charleston, so plenty of chances to make that up. On the other side, for Orange County, they also played in the Open Cup this week against a fellow USL Championship side, but lost 2-1 to Loudon.
Yeah, real surprise. Well done, Loudon. Wesley Leggett getting an early lead. Thomas Among, 62nd minute, he equalizes, and 2 minutes later, it's Leggett again who pops up with what turns out to be the winner. Some poor defending there to allow the ball through, and what a good finish from Wesley Leggett.
So Orange County and Louisville both out of the cup. Both of their focuses now on the league. And as we look at the Western Conference, it's Orange County side. They're hanging right around the top. It is very tight in the Western Conference, and 3 points will be very important for Orange County here tonight. Time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups, and we will start with Danny Cruz and Louisville. They go 120 minutes, and they do make some changes tonight.
Yeah, 4 changes in total. Damien Lass comes back in goals for Daniel Foundes. Ordonez in the center of that back 3, where's Sharpie dropping out altogether. Jansen Wilson in for Aidan McFadden, who's on the bench, and Jorge Gonzalez comes in for Adrian Perez, who is doubtful but is available off the bench.
Let's take a look at tonight's player profile presented by Commonwealth Credit Union. It is striker Wilson Harris.
Yeah, second in the Golden Boot race, but no goals in the last 3 for a guy who scored 7 this season. Going through a little bit of a dry patch by his very high standards, but what a quality striker, great finisher, and expect to see him back on the score sheet sooner than later.
As for Orange County and what Morton Carlson puts out here tonight, also a few changes from the midweek.
Yeah, 2 changes for him. In comes Ashish Chatter for Bryce Jamison and Thomas Among for Ethan Zubak. Both Jamison and Zubak going to the bench in a 4-4-2 lineup, but you might see Adlowski dropping into that 10 role in attack.
And speaking of Orange County's number 10, Brian Adlowski, our player to watch for Orange County. 2 goals and an assist for him so far this season.
Yeah, he's a good finisher, a clever player in the right place at the right time. Excuse me. And as I said, he can break down that right-hand side. He can also become a number 10 player. Good feeder of a ball from set pieces as well. Excellent player to have in your side.
And with that, we are just about set for first kick here tonight. The 3rd ever meeting between Orange County and Louisville City. It is a beautiful night here in Louisville, Kentucky. We will have first kick coming up next from Lynn Family Stadium.
This new Toyota Tundra is amazing. It's rugged and capable.
Designed, engineered, and built right here in the USA.
And Tundra is more powerful and more fuel efficient.
The iForce Max hybrid powertrain delivers 437 horsepower.
And with the multi-terrain select, no matter what the conditions are, it automatically adjusts the engine throttle and traction.
Get up to $1,500 customer cash on a new 24 Tundra. APR financing as low as 2.25%, or a great low lease.
Toyota, let's go places.
When the Thompsons first bought their house, all they saw was their dream home. They didn't yet know that with a home equity line of credit from Commonwealth Credit Union, it would be their keys to epic cannonballs and the chance to see the world. As years went by, it allowed them to empower the next generation and make happily ever after come true. Which begs the question, what could your home be doing for you? Let's find out together. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
The 150th running of the Derby is cause for celebration at Bill Collins Lincoln. Just like the Derby, luxury never goes out of style, nor does the notion of impeccable customer service. You'll get both at Bill Collins Lincoln during the old-fashioned sale. Lincoln luxury always wins by a length, and old-fashioned pricing at Bill Collins Lincoln will give you a run for your money. Get an old-fashioned deal at Bill Collins Lincoln, Louisville's exclusive Lincoln dealer, Bardstown Road, and at BillCollinsLincoln.com.
How do you get your news?
Is WDRB the soundtrack to your morning routine?
Or you can scroll on the go with the WDRB News app.
If you've already cut the cord, start streaming our news on WDRB+.
Maybe you like to read a more in-depth story and you use WDRB.com.
When weather's the biggest story of your day,
the WDRB weather app has video forecasts and radar.
However you choose to get your news, WDRB is the source.
Just about set for kick tonight from Louisville, Kentucky. It is a beautiful night here at Lynn Family Stadium. Both teams in their colors tonight. Louisville City in purple. It's Orange County in orange and black as we get this underway. Louisville City versus Orange County for the third time all time. And the two previous meetings between these two going in favor of Louisville City by 3-1. We'll see what we get here tonight as both these teams now focusing back on the league after both get eliminated in the Open Cup. And both these teams in pretty good standing currently as they look at this USL Championship season thus far.
Yeah, the home side second in the East, the visitors third in the West. Only lost one game each this season, so both off to great starts. And they've had some good runs. If you look at Orange County, undefeated in their last 6 away games. That takes some doing on the road in the USL. And Lou City, 4 straight wins at home. They have scored 23 goals in 7 games, most ever from any team in the USL at this stage of the season. So, wow, 2 excellent sides, and hopefully we get a wonderful match between these 2 great sides.
These are year in, year out, 2 of the teams that are always towards the top of their respective conferences. And Colin Shuttler in goal is going to get the full Louisville experience. The sun sets right in his eyes as he will look into it during this first half, but he's not going with the ball cap tonight. On the midweek, it was Orange County losing 2-1 to Loudoun United, and we talked to Morton Carlson about it. He said, obviously disappointed to go out, but he said we just punished ourselves more than anything. They were chasing a lot. They had chances to equalize. And it was Dane Jacquemin who came up with the big save on a penalty kick for Loudoun that could have gotten that game back level. But instead, it was Loudoun to come away with that 2-1 victory in Irvine over the weekend, or pardon me, in the midweek. As Morris progresses down the left. Morris trying to cut it back. Louisville will elect to keep possession, although it comes in field. Elijah Winder moving it back into a wide position. This cross coming in towards the back post. Just enough on it from Sorto to head it out for a throw-in.
Yeah, one thing about this Orange County side, and Danny Cruz mentioned it as well, they're a hard team to break down. He said the last thing you want to do is go behind 1-0 to them. He said we must just keep it tight at the back, try and get that goal, get ahead and force them to come at us, because he said they are so well organized. And if you go back to the championship 2 seasons ago, that was built on the DNA of just defending at all costs and trying to grab a goal anywhere, and they did it extremely well, Orange County.
Here's Wilson Harris. No goals in his last 3 games in all competitions. This comes in field, but it's swept clear. A good start here for Louisville City, showing no signs of fatigue early on. As this comes all the way through, a chance for Jansen Wilson. He cuts it back. Wilson hesitates. It bounces through the middle. Referee says it was all ball. Play on. Well, you thought maybe after 120 minutes this Louisville side would be a little bit fatigued, but no, they're going right at it.
They certainly are at home, where they've been so fantastic this season. Good ball in here. And as you say, Jansen Wilson, it just cuts back in, tries to get a shot or a pass through, and it's just bobbling everywhere. I mean, there's no, you have to be sure as a referee before you give a penalty. Hard to see just whether it was any contact there, and if you're in doubt, then you can't give it.
I don't know if the threshold changes, but especially 3 minutes into a game, got to make sure you get those absolutely right if you're the referee. Giveaway in the middle. And nearly headed right into the path of Wilson Harris, who was appealing, it looked like, for a handball. As Kyle Scott will carry this out. Sorto. Let's play down the line in the first look into the attack for Orange County tonight. Trying to switch the point of attack. It comes off to the near side. It's knotted down, and Ray Serrano. Ray Serrano making his return to the state of Washington for the Open Cup against the Sounders. He came up in the Sounders Academy. Only played the first half. It just didn't really work out for him on the night. He's back in the starting lineup tonight. We'll see what he can do back in the friendly confines of Lynn Family Stadium as Wilson carries forward again. Serrano circling back. He'll take hold of it.
He's done well, Serrano. 3 goals and 3 assists. That's 6 goal impacts he's had in 7 games. That's the Ray Serrano that Danny Cruz has been looking for.
Serrano already in his 3rd season now with Louisville City. Slides this forward. It's Wilson trying to get a shot away. He cuts it back again. He goes for goal. And again, it's swept clear. There was Ashton Miles in there to get it away. Adams has come forward, and he blasts it out of play. Look at this start from Louisville City. The opening 5.5 minutes.
It's just chaos in the box there. Jansen Wilson once again on that left-hand side gets the ball and tries to cut back on that good left foot of his. Tries to feed the ball through or get a shot on target. And all Colin Shuttler will want to do now is just calm it all down, take his time, just try and take the sting out the match. But a fantastic start from the boys in purple.
Danny Cruz was happy with the performance against Seattle on Wednesday night. And maybe a bit of a slow start, but they had the higher XG. He said it was a good enough group to go on and win the game. It just didn't really work out for them at the end of the day. 5th free kick coming for Lou Cities. They get it back rolling again.
It all went down to penalties against Seattle Sounders, and what surprised me was how many of the Lou City players missed.
So it comes in for Harris. He tries to cut this back. It stays in play, and it's Miles again, the 19-year-old, to get it out.
Just to finish that point, 4 players missing penalties. Sean Tosh, one of them, of all the people. Elijah Winder, Sam Gleedon, and ultimately Kyle Adams. So no one person to blame, and penalty taking is not easy, but I'm sure they look back and think, you know, if we did that again, maybe 1 misses, maybe 2, but 4 on the day. Maybe they were just tired, or perhaps it's just the pressure of playing against an MLS side in the Open Cup.
Among trying to find space in field through the legs of the referee. Here's Kyle Scott. Moves it off to the near side, and Christian Sorto keeps moving it down the line. Chance to get the cross in. The header is right on target, and Damian Loss makes the save. That's Oloski stepping up here early.
Yeah, Brian Oloski, good header, but at the goalkeeper. Sorto just waiting there, times that pass absolutely perfectly to Dogman. And the header's good, but if it's straight at the goalkeeper, it's going to be no problem for Damian Lass.
Foul on the far side. Again, Brian Oloski going down. Another good look. Oloski's header on target. Orange County able to keep it in the middle.
Just controlling the ball now after the first 5 minutes, where Lou City were just coming at them from every angle. They're a very good side at taking the sting out of a game, moving the ball around, just rotating and recycling. That's why Danny Cruz says they're a hard team to break down and beat. Really have some good ball players in the middle. Jafal, Scott, Chatter, Iloski. They can knock that ball around all day long if you give them the time and space to do it.
It was interesting in talking with both coaches this week, and Morten Carlson made the point that you look at Louisville City, you said maybe their attacking rate is a little bit higher, but on the Orange County side, their defensive rate is probably a little bit higher. So it's that high-flying Louisville attack against a really stout Orange County defense. Something's got to give tonight, or maybe not.
Yeah, it's hard to say. All we can say is they're two very, very good sides, and it's wonderful to watch good sides come up against each other.
Among battling his way through the middle. It's played through for Brian Olosky. And Damian Loss makes a big early save.
Good save from Damian Loss. They needed him there, and he was brave. He was solid, got down at that one. Just wonder if Olosky could have flicked it over the keeper. Among doing really well here. As he's falling, he puts a fantastic ball through. Olosky's gone now. Can he flick this over the keeper? He goes low. Just wonder if he could have got his foot under that ball and taken it over the body of Damian Loss, but credit to the goalkeeper.
Player down, injured for Orange County. That looks to be Among.
He gets bumped, and as he's falling, he plays that ball. What a good ball to play as you're falling over. And there again, that ability just to flick the ball over the goalkeeper's body, which almost ensures a goal if you get enough pace on it, as opposed to trying to get it past his legs, which is a bit 50-50.
Felt like that first touch was a bit heavy, and that maybe got him a little too close to Loss.
Again, that's the dangers of Orange County. We said it in the first few minutes, they can defend really well, and then they catch you on these breakaways. That's a concern for Danny Cruz. It's that fantastic defense with the occasional breakaway versus the fantastic attack of Lou City and being caught on the counter.
There's Elijah Winder, fresh off that new contract extension that he signed this week. His contract was up at the end of this season, but he'll now be with Louisville for foreseeable future, and great young player to keep with the club. 21-year-olds, of course, his brother moving overseas, but he's developed right here in Louisville and will stay with this club.
I think credit to both these clubs for producing young players. Ashton Miles, just 19 years of age for Orange County on the bench. Bryce Jamison, 18. Ben Norris, 17. Bajalo, 17. So Orange County themselves, just like Lou City, producing some wonderful young talent.
Another young player for Orange County signed to an academy deal this week in Marcus Lee. 17-year-old is available off the bench tonight, the UC Irvine commit. Davila keeps it in the middle. Louisville City can take hold of some possession now. Swung around for Sean Tosh.
It's interesting, isn't it? 12 minutes into the game, you think that Lou City have had the majority and created the best chances, and yet the two best chances have gone to Orange County and Brian Olosky. That's what makes them so dangerous, is they soak up the pressure and then they get into transition so quickly and so effectively.
Orange County side as Tosh moves it out wide. Lost 2 of their last 3, Orange County, in all competitions, although a 2-0 win over Monterey Bay, sandwiched in between the losses to Loudoun and Sac Republic. Only 1 win in their last 4 when you look at it in the bigger picture. Going all the way into the corner. This will have to be played, and Orange County can get it out. Davila again in the middle. Davila rolling it forward. It's moved out wide. Jansen Wilson saved. Both goalkeepers with big early saves. It's out for a Lou City corner.
Yeah, decent save from Colin Shuttler, just inside his post, within his body length. It's a fairly comfortable save, but better from Lou City, just making an angle. And I guess Jansen Wilson would have preferred that on his left foot. Doesn't really get much power to bother the keeper, but he does win himself and the team a corner.
It's a 5-5 corner kick. Davila, the in-swinger to the back post. It was missed by Harris. And it's out for a goal kick.
Jorge Gonzalez at the near post, just getting a touch on that. And once you get a touch at the near post, anything is possible. It's a bit of a let-off for Orange County.
And again turned over in the middle. Davila trying to connect with Ray Serrano. He hesitates, now goes end line. It's blocked out of play. Another corner kick coming.
He's annoyed with himself because he had a chance to shoot. He cut back thinking he could get a better chance. And in the end, he had no chance. Have a look, hit it. Comes back thinking he might get a better angle. And instead, by that time, 2 defenders were on him. As they often say, the first time you see the goal, take the shot. And he didn't.
Another 5-5 corner kick for Louisville City. Another in-swinger that's right on top of the goal. Serrano heads it back into the mixer. Headed clear again. And a heavy fall. And it will be a free kick coming. It's a 5th-3rd free kick for Louisville City. And a heavy fall there. Fans, when Lou City wins, you win. This season, Lou City is partnered with Wendy's to give you a free small Frosty if the boys in purple win. No purchase necessary. The offer is valid the following day after a win. Head to any participating Louisville area Wendy's location to redeem. A chance to stand over this 5th-3rd free kick now. Morris and Serrano. Who will it be, the left foot of Morris or the right foot of Ray Serrano? This is Morris, and he's going for goal, and he puts it wide.
Yeah, not a good free kick. There was a number of players from Lou City all running in, and it means you've got to hit the target. You don't have to put it in the corner, bounce it in front of the keeper. We saw one of the best keepers in the world during the week make a horrible error for Bayern Munich, Manuel Neuer, just by simply getting the shot on target, bouncing it in front of the keeper, and then following in. There were 3 Lou City players just waiting for any mistake, and the shot wasn't on target.
There's a giveaway. It's played ahead. Among couldn't put that one on target.
He holds his hand up there. But again, it's ball lost, playing out of the back, not good enough there for Lou City. That shot, yeah, less said about that, the better. Straight away he held his hand up and said, sorry, guys.
Well, you can't score if you don't shoot, yeah, but you got to find the target.
That's not going on my highlight reel.
Among, though, this year, 3 goals in his 2nd season with Orange County. It's been a bright spot for this Orange County attack. Coming off a season last year in which he scored 10 in all competitions. Sorto trying to move it ahead, and he turns possession over. Tosh slid ahead. It's Davila. Look to move this out wide. The low shot by Morris is blocked. It trickles out for a throw-in.
Yeah, Morris has been a really good addition to the team this season. 1 goal and 3 assists. Does bomb down that left-hand side as Jansen Wilson does down the right, and they really create overloads. They get ball into the box, and that's why teams even as good as Orange County have struggled here to stop them attacking down the flanks.
Serrano. Now Tosh. Davila again through the lines. Gonzalez went down. Winder tries to carry on. He'll keep hold of possession for Lou City.
they go wide again. We just talked about the width, and Daniel Cruz said we love playing at home because we have a big wide pitch. So sometimes when we travel, we get hemmed in by smaller pitches, he said, but when we're at Lynn Family Stadium, we know we can spread the ball left and right, and there's lots of space to play in.
Starfire, where they played on Wednesday, is one of these smaller pitches. This is slid ahead. It's Wilson Harris! You couldn't keep him off the score sheet for long. 3 games without a goal, but Harris is back amongst the goals tonight.
That's a fantastic finish again by Wilson Harris. He's so good in those situations, just getting alongside the shoulder of the centre-backs and then give him an angle in which to score, and he can really punish teams just building up on the outside of the box. A lovely ball put through by Jorge Gonzalez and finished off in brilliant, brilliant style. Have a look here, on their left foot, straight away, tucks it, doesn't hit it hard, but just gets that angle just inside the far post as it comes. Hits it straight away, doesn't try and get clever and beat defenders, just hits it first time, gets it accurate, gets enough power to get past the goalkeeper, tucks it in that far corner, and that's his 8th goal of the season for Wilson Harris.
His first goal since April 16th. He scored in the Open Cup against Greenville. A big one tonight for Wilson Harris. That goal is presented by Kentucky Lottery. Fueling imagination, funding education. Kentucky Lottery. And here they come again. Ray Serrano, he'll try his luck from distance. Shuttler able to get down to keep this one out. For one of the best defenses in the league. Orange County now, no clean sheet tonight. They'll have to chase this game. And not an easy place to do it, especially on the road. You mentioned at the beginning, unbeaten their last 6 away games. They've not lost yet this season as well. 2-0-2 in 2024. Trying to keep that rolling here tonight. Not an easy place to get it done.
Well, this is a long way from done. We've seen Brian Olowski have 2 good chances, and I'm sure Morten Carlson will say, well, you know what? He really should have buried one of those. Certainly the one where he's through one-on-one with Damien Lass. So they've created opportunities, Orange County, and they're likely to create more.
Louisville, they're doing all the creating right now. It's Serrano around the corner. Another shot on target and another save for Colin Shuttler.
Yeah, decent shot, but not enough power in and not wide enough for the goalkeeper to really give him trouble. Good little bit of skill there to find the space. Good dribble, but then the final effort just lacked the power and direction to beat Colin Shuttler.
This portion of tonight's match is presented by Toyota and the Kentuckiana Toyota dealers. This will go Blue City's direction. This game, one of 4 games going on across the league at this moment. Hartford and Colorado Springs, Rhode Island and Sacramento, and then a rematch of maybe the game of the round of 32 in the Open Cup, Tampa Bay and Birmingham. They're doing it again tonight in St. Pete. No goals yet. If you haven't seen the highlights, maybe book about 20 minutes to go watch that highlight reel.
Yeah, how do you live up to that Open Cup match? It's going to be impossible.
It would be fitting if tonight's was 0-0.
0-0, exactly.
Trying to get on the move again. Davila has been an important player in the middle. Winder goes down, and the referee will issue a yellow card. And Olowski will have his name taken.
Yeah, a little bit of a lunge by Brian Olowski on Winder there. He was on the ground, Olowski, so he was struggling. Let's have a look at it again. There, he keeps his foot up, goes to ground, puts his foot up, catches the ankle of Elijah Winder. I think that's going to get the attention of the referee on most occasions.
A yellow card presented by Bone Dry Roofing. Davila, again, the distribution out wide. Morris able to drive in fields up against Lamb. Tried to turn the corner, and it's out for yet another 5-5 corner kick here for Lou City.
Just keeping the pressure on, aren't they? And this is the way to do it. Shots on target, get the ball wide, whip in crosses, win set pieces. Just keep Orange County on the back foot and constantly creating little half chances. They're so good at this, Lou City, especially this year. Last year they struggled a bit at home. This year they have been on fire.
Serrano on the in-swinger. Couldn't get it by the first man, but it comes out to Wilson. It was blocked out. Throw-in on the way.
Wilson's first touch not good. If you kill that straight away, you got a chance of having a good shot on target. Let the ball bounce away from his body.
Davila, that's this run in field. Now he can progress. He's looking for Wilson Harris. Plenty of contact in there, a couple orange shirts. Harris is finding some very valuable real estate.
Oh, he did so well, Wilson Harris, to get through there in between the orange shirts. And as he was pulling the trigger, a boot came out and just cleared that ball. Good defending by Orange County, but once again, Wilson Harris with that nose for goals is getting himself in the right position at the right time.
Jorge Gonzalez given the assist on that goal. It's his first assist of the season. Here's this look again.
Have a look at his first touch, gets him in between. He almost like was trying to toe poke the ball and get ahead of the defenders, but his first touch there gets him into the danger area. And as he strikes, he gets tackled.
Flag by the AR went up, and it is a free kick going Orange County's way.
These are two very good squads as well. There's a number of players for both sides who are not even featuring on the bench. We're just looking earlier for Orange County. There's no Andrew Fox or Cameron Dunbar, Partida, Kasipli, all not available for one reason or another. For Lou City, Brian Ownby still injured. No Mogul, Merez or Shawanmi. So it's one of the reasons why these two teams, in my opinion, are so high up in their leagues. Besides the quality on the pitch, the strength and depth on the bench and elsewhere is what makes them a very, very good team, both of them.
And even with all those players out, there's still plenty of quality on the field tonight. I think they're saying it's an offside call against Orange County here, and Thomas Among is wondering why that is the case, but it's a free kick for Louisville City. Where is this free kick going to be taken is the question. I think Among is saying, how can it be in the attacking half for Lou City if I was offside? Now they have it in the right spot.
Yeah. You cannot be offside in your own half, so that's when you get caught out. When you're stealing a few yards, that's when you get caught out.
County just trying to get things going again. They had those two good chances, Among and Oloski. Really nothing since. Damian Loss has had to make a couple of saves already.
Yeah, on the road this season, Orange County, 2 wins and 2 draws. And when we chatted to Morten Carlson, he said, you know what, when he came to the country, everyone was talking about these long trips and how difficult they are. He says he thinks it's a mental issue. He tells his players, it's a privilege to travel. You get to see places, you get to play on different grounds. He said, all I want from you is 90 minutes, so don't give me the excuse of you're tired or there's too much traveling. He said, get on with it and produce the 90 minutes, and it seems to have helped. They have a much better perspective when they're on the road, and I do agree with him. It's too easy as players, and having been a professional for so long, you can easily say, oh, well, we lost because, and you start having excuses at the ready. Well, he's right. He's not accepting any excuse about traveling as Morten Carlson.
He said last year we had to change the culture around the club around traveling. And now with everybody playing everybody in the USL Championship this year, you're going to have trips going east. You can have trips pretty close to you, but for these long ones across the country, he said no excuses. Now it's a set piece opportunity for Orange County. Fall. Send it in. It's quickly headed clear. Sorto. Again, it's lofted forward among. Was it an offside position? And I think he knew it right away.
A little bit lazy there from Among. He's got to get back on side straight away. You can't just hover there because your midfielders are looking to play you through and they're depending on you getting into an onside position.
At least a talking to with Sophie and Jafal. And Eric Tattersall saying no more. Headed forward for Gonzalez. He couldn't track it down. Malcolm gets it away, but he turns it over. Adams. Davila will move it back for Tosh.
Here's their width from right on this touchline. Jensen Wilson playing it into the middle. Now they look to stretch it back out wide again. Here they go. Ball not quite reaching its destination, but this is what they do, stretch you to the right, stretch you to the left, and then try and catch you in the gaps in the middle.
Blue City have now scored 9 first-half goals in 8 games. Only Charleston have scored more. They've scored 16 as well. Welcome to the fans watching this game on WBKI, the official broadcast home for Louisville City FC.
There's another record that Blue City have set here with this home run of theirs. They're the first club to score 5 goals in 3 consecutive home games. And the maximum 5-goal haul they've had in the season is 4. So if they won by 5 here today, they would already reach their maximum. What are we, not even a third way into the season?
Morris trying to split the double team. He goes to ground, and this will go against Jake Morris. The captain, Nakim, holding his leg. And it will be a yellow card for the wingback Morris. It's presented by Bone Dry Roofing.
He was fully committed there, Jake Morris, but you've got to be careful sliding in like that. If you don't get it, your knees are up, then you're going to be in trouble with a yellow card at least. And if you're not careful, if your foot's up too high, it becomes a red. More and more these days, coaches are saying don't go to ground unless you absolutely have to, because going to ground means your feet are up in the air, means that red cards are always a possibility. Jake Morris, though, doing well to keep his boots and his studs down. While we're having a break, just to go back to that whole thing about Morten Carlson saying that, you know, to travel is a privilege, being on the road shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure many people who work 8 hours a day in very difficult jobs on their feet must look at footballers and go, really? It's a problem for you to get on a plane, you know, travel somewhere, go to a nice hotel, rest during the day and turn up and play 90 minutes at night. So I don't think we as players really have an excuse.
It's actually funny you say that, because this play continues on here. Josh Hart of the New York Knicks, he said something in a press conference very similar recently. He said, I know people that get up at 6 a.m., go work a 9-to-5 job, work 12 hours. We're just playing a game. As Davila blasts this one out of play. Looks like it took a deflection. It's out for a corner kick.
Yeah, it should be a privilege. It should be fun. It should be positive. I'm not saying it's easy on the road, but don't talk yourself out of a win by saying how difficult it is. As he has the shot here, just takes a little bit of a clip. To be fair, that shot might have been flying in the top corner for all we know. It seemed to be on target.
Another Wi-Fi corner kick. Plenty of them. The 4th now for Lou City in this first half. An in-swinger. It was a free header for Gonzalez, who nods it wide.
He knows it as well. He's beating his chest as soon as he saw that flash past the post. Just gets himself a nice bit of space. He's aiming for that far post. I'll tell you what, he wasn't far away either.
Decent chance for Lou City. Gonzalez, 2 goals this year. An assist now to his name after getting one tonight. Gonzalez coming off a season last year where he scored just 3 goals. He's already eclipsed that number when you look at all competitions, 2 in the Open Cup and 2 in the league. And he did score that equalizer late on in regulation against the Sounders on Wednesday.
So if they keep this going, Lou City, I think everyone's going to break their record because there's so many goals, so many opportunities. You think Wilson Harris has got get himself right up near the top of that goal scorer's charts if he keeps scoring.
Wilson going to drive forward again, cuts it back. First time ball is fired straight out of play.
Not his best there, Jake Morris. You can see what he was trying to do, hit it first time and put some whip on it. But it's a high quality ball. Most players out wide want to touch it and then tee it up. He hit it first time. And yep, didn't quite pull it off that time.
Just 3 shots in this game for Orange County. This is played over the top. We'll run all the way through for Shuttler again. Play out, and the pressure wins it back for Lou City. Quickly ahead for Gonzalez. The pass, though, off the mark. Touches in the opposition box, 11-2 in favor of Lou City. Final third entries, 29-11 to Lou City. They've been on the front foot, but Orange County have still had maybe 2 of the better chances in this game to try to find a goal. And Damian Loss has denied them on both occasions.
They're a very resilient team, Orange County. As I said, they soak up pressure really well. They catch you on counter-attacks. I'm just going back on previous matches. I'll tell you more in a moment.
Moved out wide for Sorto. Orange County trying to keep the ball in good areas. Scott plays it back in fields. Knock now for Miles. And Miles has his pocket picked. Wilson Harris. Jorge Gonzalez is with him. And the young teenager able to battle back and win the ball back for Orange County. It could have been a disastrous moment.
It certainly could have been. And I'm just wondering why Wilson Harris didn't pass it to Gonzalez and sprint away, because running with the ball at your feet obviously slows you down. His option was to pass it and then sprint and try and get it back. But let's give Wilson Harris the credit for at least stealing the ball in the first place and doing it really well. A little lesson for young Ashton Miles to be careful when playing out from the back.
Miles signed to a first-team deal back in December. Was the Orange County SC2 captain, part of the USL Academy League Finals first team. Great young player for Orange County, amongst many who've come through this club.
I was just telling you about how tough Orange County can be away at Sacramento Republic. They were 1-0 down, came back to 1-1. They were 2-1 down in the 96th minute. They equalized away at Miami FC. They came back exactly the same, 1 down to 1-1, 2-1 down to 2-2. They do know how to hang in there and stay in games, and that's always the danger at 1-0 for Lou City. If they want to wrap this up against a team as good as Orange County, they'll need a second and possibly a third.
It's a team that has not scored more than 2 goals in a game this season. Scored 2 on quite a few occasions, but nothing more than that. Harris, cut it in field. Scott going to ground, wins it back for OC. A hit off the referee, and he will stop play. It'll be a drop ball for Orange County.
Danny Cruz frustrated. He's frustrated, obviously, because he feels his team should be up by 2 or 3 goals, and they probably should, given the chances they've had. And as I was saying, he knows how tough Orange County are and how they can come back and steal a point or more later on in the game. So he's desperate to get his team to take some of these other opportunities they've made.
Niles. Scott. Sorto trying to move it back upfield.
It's good pressure from Lou City, isn't it? You see Danny Cruz imploring his players to close down, making it so difficult for Orange County to play out from the back. Look at this hunting in packs.
Sorto taking off the ball. Wilson. And now Wilson Harris. That is too far out in front of Jake Morris. Too hot to handle for Ryan Dogman. It's a throw-in for Louisville City. 5 minutes to go until halftime. Serrano is fouled. It's a free kick coming for Lou City. A third free kick.
Didn't seem to be much contact there, but Serrano does seem to be in pain. And it's a good free kick won by Ray Serrano. Let's have a look. Very incidental connection, but anyway, it's a free kick in a very good position.
And a yellow card has also been given to Kyle Scott. It is a bone-dry roofing yellow card.
Maybe that's for accumulation of tackles. I didn't feel that tackle on its own was worthy of a yellow card unless he said something to the referee. Losky himself on a yellow is just acting as the wall.
Again, it's Morris and Serrano talking shop here before sending in this third free kick. Jake Morris to deliver. Couldn't get it by the first man. Davila tries to keep it alive. Now it's Scott. And here comes Orange County. Oloski trying to run away from the purple shirts. Oloski may have been pulled back just a bit by Morris, but it is a goal kick for Lou City.
Oh, good defending there by Lou City. They got a few players back to try and hunt down Brian Oloski, who's pretty quick. He was just pulling away there. You can see Jake Morris is really battling to catch up with him, but he gets a little bit of support and help. And in the end, it's Jansen Wilson who sort of gets in the way and stops him from going any further. But that's what they live off, these breakaways. And in the end, good defensive work from Lou City. It's always been a problem for Orange County since Milan Oloski left, that you lose a player of fantastic quality at USL level, very difficult to replace. And Morten Carlson says, well, we need everyone to chip in to replace Milan Oloski. So far in this match, it's all been his brother Brian who's threatened. Nobody else yet has caused Damian Lass any problems.
Morten Carlson said they're still in the kind of a learning process, still adapting to life without him. But the scoring's been very spread out, as he did mention. Serrano now. Trying to return it in the run of Winder. Instead, it's Jansen Wilson. Davila absorbs some contact and keeps progressing.
It's been a frustrating 45 minutes for Thomas Among and Christian Soto. Really haven't got much going forward, although Thomas Among, to be fair, has made some good passes to get Brian Olowski in, but the two strikers have been running back and doing more defensive work than they would prefer.
Adams, long switch of play for Wilson. Winder trying to play it through the middle. It might fall for Serrano. Cleared away. Lou City hunting the ball in packs at the moment. And this time a foul and a free kick.
In fact, that did fall for Ray Serrano. I think Jorge Gonzalez just stepping away and saying hit it. And Ray Serrano wasn't sure if he should go for it or not. And again, that little window of opportunity, you get a split second to hit it. He didn't. And the chance was lost.
Two minutes of stoppage time is presented by the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Close out this first half. Straight out of play, throw-in coming for Louisville City. They've been the team on the front foot tonight. Limited opportunities for Orange County. They have the goal to show off for it, but it's still just a one-goal game.
Yeah, it doesn't bother Orange County being on the defensive. From what I've seen from them, their DNA is all about defending, soaking it up. They don't feel that they have to prove a point. They don't feel that they have to do anything. But as long as they stay, as you said, within one goal, they will produce something in the second half. Like a sponge, the way they can take on the pressure of attacking teams.
Trying to connect with Serrano instead. Jansen Wilson is onto it. Tosh. And Wilson, the cross fired into a dangerous area. Switches field with Morris as it comes back in. The header comes centrally to Jorge Gonzalez, who's trying to set up for a shot. It was blocked as there was plenty of traffic in between him and the goal. Turned over again. Jansen Wilson appeals for handball. No call from the referee and play on. Louisville finishing with a flurry in this first half. Serrano cuts it in. Orange County desperate to get to halftime at 1-0. Davila. Last chance for Lou City in this first half. Morris, he'll go on his right. Big deflection, will take it out of play. And there is enough time for one more corner.
Yeah, isn't it pressure just coming out? Can't see the handball, and if it's there, you can't get out the way. So, and even if you can get out the way, I don't think the referee sees it. It all happens so quickly. But good pressure again from the home side. Wow, they've been relentless in the opening 45 minutes.
A Wi-Fi corner kick for Louisville City to close out the first half. And Ray Serrano's over it. Trying to get the flick at the near post. Davila. Remember, it's just a minimum of 2 minutes. And that is it. First half is come and gone, but Louisville City get the goal they probably deserve. Orange County up against it here on the road.
Yeah, I would say they absolutely deserve it and could have had a second and third, but in between all that, Orange County have had a couple of opportunities themselves through Brian Olowski. They're not out of this. They've kept themselves within reaching distance, but they're going to have to up their performance second half for the visitors if they're to leave Lynn Family Stadium with any points.
We have reached the break here from Lynn Family Stadium. A picture-perfect night here in Louisville, Kentucky, and it is Lou City that is out in front at the break. Our score, it's Louisville City 1, Orange County 0. Stay tuned for halftime.
When the Thompsons first bought their house, all they saw was their dream home. They didn't yet know that with a home equity line of credit from Commonwealth Credit Union, it would be their keys to epic cannonballs and the chance to see the world. As years went by, it allowed them to empower the next generation and make happily ever after come true. Which begs the question, what could your home be doing for you? Let's find out together. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
The 150th running of the Derby is cause for celebration at Bill Collins Lincoln. Just like the Derby, luxury never goes out of style, nor does the notion of impeccable customer service. You'll get both at Bill Collins Lincoln during the old-fashioned sale. Lincoln luxury always wins by a length, and old-fashioned pricing at Bill Collins Lincoln will give you a run for your money. Get an old-fashioned deal at Bill Collins Lincoln, Louisville's exclusive Lincoln dealer. Bardstown Road and at BillCollinsLincoln.com.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to WDRB Plus.
And now to your top 5 at 10, the stories you clicked on most on WDRB.com.
I'm Dalton Godby, and this is Crossroads.
It's time for this week's edition of Get Bet Smart.
Ownby charges Ownby!
The aggressively sophisticated Toyota Highlander has been a family favorite for over 20 years. It has the capability to go anywhere in style and comfort, and it's one of the safest vehicles on the road. But for those wanting more, there's Grand Highlander. With more room, more cargo space, and more power. Get a stylish new 24 Highlander with 4.75 APR financing, or get up to $1,000 APR cash on Grand Highlander, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Toyota, let's go places.
Halftime from Lynn Family Stadium. It's Lou City and Orange County on this Saturday night in the USL Championship. Let's look back at last week with the save of the week and the goal of the week.
Get the troops in line on a set piece. Malloy. Ball hangs in the air, attempt to strike down the first time. Oh, wow, it's Marcanic. What a stunner that is. 12 goals on the year. None better than that.
Charlie Matchell, overlapping run. Stood up to the 6, great volley, opening goal. It's a tremendous one for One Knox. And it's a smooth finish for Kempis Tequila. Top shelf goal.
Corner kick sent in, the heads go up, it's saved! Gagliardi with a big stop.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
The best nights start with Jägermeister. Made with 56 botanicals. Always served ice cold.
Take a miracle to come back from this. Heartbreaking end to the season. But what's this?
For the moments when anticipation.
Clock's counting down. 5 seconds. 3, 2.
Becomes celebration. Jägermeister. Meister the moment.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
The adventurous RAV4. It's ready to go anywhere, anytime.
Year after year, this is the best-selling SUV in America.
Toyota RAV4 is so versatile, you've got room for all your stuff.
So you can go back in the woods or out on the town.
This RAV4 is a hybrid EV. It can go over 560 miles without stopping for gas or to recharge.
Get a new 24 RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 4.75 APR financing.
Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 for $299 a month with 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Toyota, let's go places.
Halftime on just a picture-perfect night in Louisville, Kentucky and Lynn Family Stadium, and plenty for the home fans to cheer about. 1-0 in favor of Louisville City. Well, news and notes from around the USL Championship. Plenty going on at this moment, and the US Open Cup round of 16 is set. We'll see the schedule in a minute, but how about the Charleston Battery, what they have been able to do to start this season?
Yeah, Ben Pierman again, what the job he did last year was unbelievable, taking a team from bottom right to the top, and done it again this year. They are absolutely flying, and none more so than Nick Markanek. Wow, the goals he's scoring and the assists, just in 5 games, 8 goals and 3 assists. That's 11 impacts on goals in just 5 games? Seriously? No wonder he's player of the month.
He has been on an absolute heater for the Charleston Battery. What is going on, though, around the league tonight? Well, plenty. How about El Paso getting a big win last night on the road in Loudoun? And then Detroit and Phoenix, a 1-1 draw earlier today.
Yeah, well done, El Paso. It's been a terrible start to the season, but maybe this win will just help give them confidence going forward. Hartford Athletic is struggling. Colorado found a little bit of form in the last few weeks, and Hartford started well, and they've just hit a brick wall. And Rhode Island at halftime. Well, I can't see the score there, but I'm assuming it's 0-0.
It is 2-1 in favor of Rhode Island, so that's a good result. How about what is coming in the Open Cup round of 16? Plenty of USL Championship sides still in this competition.
Yeah, it's good to see, isn't it? And Charleston Battery, what a big match they have against Atlanta United. New Mexico, they should get it. They've got a good chance of getting a result there against NYCFC 2. And so it goes on. FC Tulsa, tricky. Away at a top side in the MLS, but again, some of these MLS teams are mixing and matching some of their bench players, and it does give you a little half chance.
And then the games on Wednesday, May 22nd. Tampa Bay, they're hosting Dallas, and how about Phoenix Rising going up against the Sounders?
That's another great one, isn't it? I mean, it's possible. We've already seen how close Lou City came to beating Seattle Sounders. Well, Phoenix will take a crack at them as well.
A great look at Lynn Family Stadium tonight. We will have the second half from Louisville coming up next.
Toyota Camry has been America's best-selling car for over 20 years.
Hey, everybody knows that. But here's something you may not know. It's now available with all-wheel drive.
Or you can get a Camry hybrid with an estimated driving range over 600 miles.
And of course, Camry's assembled right here in the USA.
Now get 4.75 APR financing on a new 24 Camry, or lease one for just $309 a month with 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Toyota, let's go places.
halftime here from Lynn Family Stadium. Remember, he's hanging out with the Wendy's Frosty tonight here on the field. Some kids getting on the field at halftime, and boy, a beautiful sunset here in Louisville, Kentucky. Lou City leads by 1-0, and we look back at the first 45 minutes with our halftime highlights, and Lou City, boy, they shot out of a cannon in the first few minutes in this game.
Yeah, they did. They put all sorts of pressure on, but they wanted to. The best chances coming from the visitors. Dogman here whipping that ball across. Brian Oloski gets the header, but it's straight at the goalkeeper, and a little bit of a warning for Lou City. And they would have other chances, but most of it coming from the home side. And this Thomas Among, as he's falling, puts Brian Oloski through. He's through one-on-one with Damien Lash. You fancy him to chip the goalkeeper. He tries to knock it wide. Keeper makes a vital save. Great ball from Among. And I'm sure Brian Oloski would love to have that back and have another crack at goal. But then, as you said, the pressure from the home side was relentless. It just kept coming, trying to get chances here. Jansen Wilson with a shot that was fairly comfortably saved by Colin Shuttler. And they just kept on going. Lou City, they knew they would get the breakthrough eventually. And they were just looking for little balls in between. And this one here, Taylor Davila turning this over. Jorge Gonzalez, lovely little ball through it. And Wilson Harris doesn't hit it hard, but he hits it accurate into the back of the net.
Wilson Harris with his 8th goal on the season in the USL Championship. And he went 3 games without scoring. Finally back on the score sheet. But look at all those shots for Louisville City, and I guess you can say only 1 goal to show for it.
Yeah, it's frustrating for Danny Cruz. There should be more shots on target from the shots they've taken. 4 from 15 is not good enough. But their XG, their expected goal, is 0.72. I thought it might be a little bit higher. But for Orange County, is just 0.2. They haven't done much. They had the one really good chance from Brian Oloski. Other than that, they haven't threatened. But that's what they're good at, is just staying in the game, soaking up the pressure, and then hitting you towards the end of the game. So be careful, Lou City. This Orange County team can bite.
Just about set for this second half. A beautiful night in Louisville, Kentucky, as Louisville City leads Orange County by a score of 1-0. Players just coming back out onto the field for half number 2. And we're hearing there is a halftime substitute for Louisville City. It will be Aiden McFadden coming into this game to replace Jake Morris. The game on Wednesday, Danny Cruz having to get maybe a little bit creative with some of his substitutions, so making one at halftime here tonight.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be plenty more, because both teams were in cup action. Yes, Louisville City went to extra time and penalties, but Orange County will be feeling the legs. They've been traveling, although, as we said, first half, no excuse, the fact you're traveling. But I expect to see a ton of subs coming on in the second half for both sides.
Louisville City, next 2 games on the road. On the 18th, it'll be a trip to Las Vegas to take on the Lights. And then the following Saturday, it'll be a trip to Rhode Island to take on USL Championship's newest side. As for Orange County, they will be on the road again next week at Oakland before 2 home games against Loudoun and Detroit. Now that I'm thinking about it, it actually works out pretty well for Loudoun. They play LAFC on Tuesday the 21st, Orange County right after. They can stay in Southern California the entire week.
Get a hotel by the beach.
Sure, make a trip out of it.
Who says traveling's tough?
We are set to go for this second half with the former Manchester United goalkeeper Gary Bailey. I'm Josh Eastern. There's the whistle. 45 more minutes to go from Louisville, Kentucky, as Lou City and Orange County battle for the 3rd time all time. Louisville trying to start out on the front foot like they did in that first half. As this is slid through, and it will be taken by Colin Shuttler, who I think is probably happy he doesn't have to look into the setting sun anymore.
That's a big challenge this for Orange County at Lynn Family Stadium. We've really given some of the stats of how many goals Lou City have scored at home, but what they've also had is 4 clean sheets in their 7 matches. And in fact, when they hosted Hartford here, Hartford didn't have a single shot on target the entire match. So you're 1-0 down at Lynn Family Stadium. Not an easy position for this Orange County side to be in.
That substitution with Aiden McFadden coming on is presented by Fortna. Here's Scott looking in fields. Chata will play it back. Ordonez returning it back for Damian Loss. Space to progress. Chata. He'll move it out wide. Owen Lamb. Lamb's cross put into a good area. Collected again by Scott. Here's Jafal.
It's the first time we've seen Owen Lamb this entire match down the right-hand side, as best I can remember. And same goes for Ryan Dogman down the left-hand side. Both those fullbacks staying in defensive positions first half. Maybe they've been told to push forward now.
Shuttler calm as he had some purple shirts running at him. McFadden, those fresh legs coming forward, absorbs some contact and carries on. As Jafal is down, play moving off to the far side. It's Serrano who couldn't get a shot towards goal. And a stoppage in play as Jafal is down and he's holding his head.
Of course, any head injury, and the referee is duty bound to stop the game as quickly as possible. And that clash with McFadden. I think there was a hand coming down over the top of his head that maybe just gave him a bit of a knock. But it seems a more positive Orange County second half. First half, I think their aim was to stay in the game, soak up the pressure. Now, I can only assume Morten Carlson said to them, I want to get fullbacks Owen Lamb and Ryan Dogman up and down these touch lines. Of course, the more you do that, as we see, they see that left arm maybe just came down over the back of his head. Jafal. Of course, when you start pushing players forward against Lou City, you leave gaps behind, and that's the risk that they have to take, Orange County.
Jafal back on his feet. It's a throw-in for Louisville City. Pushing and shoving in the corner. And I think the referee will now whistle this for a free kick. It'll be a third free kick on the way. Tried to play advantage, didn't come to be.
Wilson Harris, they had players holding on to him. He couldn't move in the end. So referee, I think, Eric Tattersall, no choice but to give the free kick. It's one of those free kicks in a dangerous position. You could whip it in the left foot, sort of bringing it in towards goal, which I think is the more dangerous of the two as a goalkeeper, because everyone can miss it and it can still go in. And you could, if you're Ray Serrano, just bend it back out away from goal and try and find one of the big guys in the box.
Here comes the free kick. It's an in-swinger. That is knotted out of play. And it should be a corner kick, and it is. A Wi-Fi corner kick coming.
That's a very good free kick. Whipped him with the left foot, heading towards goal. If you don't get a header as Orange County at the near post, you're in all sorts of trouble. That can drop into the net. It can end up being headed in. So well defended there on that one occasion by Orange County.
In-swinger from Ray Serrano. Towards that near post, headed away. Shantai keeps it moving. Gonzalez looking to keep this alive. He'll go for goal, and he dribbles it wide.
It just set up for him, didn't it? As soon as Wilson Harris played it to him, it set up, and he thought, oh, I can volley this. Have a look. Knocks it up. Wilson Harris just gets it to him. He heads it, and he sits there, and he thinks, oh, I can see glory. He just couldn't make the connection. There it comes. That was, in his mind, it was aiming for the top far corner. In practice, it just dribbled near the near post.
Tracked down by Dogman. Orange County trying to get something going in this second half. Just 3 shots in this game. 2 of them have found target. Shafal. Touched ahead. Winder. Space in the middle for Davila. Serrano having to chase this down. Miles slides in. Davila moves it out wide. Again, Miles is there to get the danger away. Scott steps in. Among moves it ahead for Brian Alaski. He's charging forward. Among's in the middle. Alaski might take it himself. Brian Alaski saved! A strong left hand from Damian Loss keeps Louisville in front.
And good pressure from Kyle Adams as well, but Brian Olowski, not for the first time, has run half the length of the pitch to get a shot on. And Kyle Adams there just puts a foot out and stops Brian Olowski getting a clear shot. Good defending. Well done, Olowski, because in the end it sort of bobbles back, hits him, and ends up on target. That's 3 breakaways by my math for this man, and every time he's had a half chance of scoring.
Fine corner kick for Orange County now. It's an in-swinger towards the near post. Nodded away. Lamb, time to deliver. Adams with the header. And it's put out of play by Gonzalez. Another corner kick.
Kyle Adams again in the right place, just getting it at the near post and heading it clear. It was a good ball in from Lamb. He steadied himself, picked his spot, whipped it in. Not for the first time, Kyle Adams there to relieve the pressure.
Alaski again, more depth on this. It's a free header, looping wide. Great chance for Miles at the back post.
And he's unmarked as well, isn't he, Ashton Miles? He's got a clear head look on his own, and he aims for that top corner far post. He's not far away. Whoever was marking him, let him go, and that was nearly costly for Lou City.
McFadden, Gonzalez. Winder. Here's McFadden. Gonzalez on the overlap. Winder, chance to step into this. Swerves the wrong way.
A whole bunch of people had to duck to get out of the way of that ball flying into them, holding their drinks. It was on target to begin with, but then it had a wicked bend away from goal. Fans are still positive. Great support there at Lynn Family Stadium. All the time it's just a 1-goal game. Every chance that Orange County can get back into it and steal some points away from Blue City.
Knockham. Here's Jafal. Trying to keep it on the ground, Orange County. Intercepted by Adams. Moss will collect this for Lou City.
They're passing in the midfield. Hasn't been great, Orange County. They're trying to move it around. First time passes, you've got to be really accurate, very difficult, high degree of skill, and they just haven't been able to work their way through that Lou City midfield.
Wilson Harris, tonight's goal scorer. Or Elijah Winder. Cut this in. Advantage being played. Winder. It's Jorge Gonzalez. Big block put in by Owen Lamb. And a corner kick awarded to Lou City.
I think Owen Lamb turning straight away to his midfield, saying you can't allow them to turn and get space here. Elijah Winder running at them, able to pick his spot and find Gonzalez. What a good tackle from Owen Lamb. Just as Jorge Gonzalez was pulling the trigger and probably thought he was going to score. Good defending again by Orange County.
Wi-Fi corner kick is corner number 7 in this game for Louisville City. Looked into the middle, looking for Ordonez. Wilson. Wilson.
Well.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of something on that.
That went over the entire stand, right across the back, past the beer tent and over the car park.
I was thinking of other cities in Kentucky that I could say hit it to, and I drew a blank. Maybe Lexington works. I think that's the other direction, though. When a player is down, it's Knockham.
Heavy toll with cup matches midweek, so I do expect from now, being round about the 60th minute, I expect to see a whole bunch of changes from both sides. They need to get fresh legs on. Certainly Orange County need it even more because they're struggling to find a way through Lou City. They might try down the flanks early on with Lamb and Dogman, but didn't get much joy there. They tried through the middle. Their passing wasn't sharp enough.
Well, how we got to 1-0, it was Wilson Harris in the first half, 19th minute on the assist from Jorge Gonzalez. This is what it looked like.
Davila does well, gives it to Gonzalez. He just plays a beautiful little ball through here. And Wilson Harris, he's got that instinct of a striker. Doesn't mess about, hits it straight away, accurate in the corner. Not with the greatest of power, but just enough, or the sort of angle is enough to beat the goalkeeper and trickle over the line. And it's a fantastic forwards instincts.
8th goal of this USL Championship season.
There's a coach who's had a fantastic impact since he took over. What was it, sort of early last season? From that moment onwards, they've been a very difficult side to beat. Had a fantastic run last season. Took them well into the playoffs, and this year, once again, extremely difficult team to beat.
Looks like a substitution is coming for Orange County. The end of the day for Marcus Knockham, Norwegian center back. And coming on is going to be an attacking player in Bryce Jamison. It'll be interesting to see how this formation changes. It's a Fortna substitution coming for Orange County. This portion of tonight's match is presented by Toyota and the Kentuckiana Toyota dealers.
Bryce Jamison's got some fantastic pace. They're going to have to push him up. I'm not even sure it's even going to be as a wing back. They have to push him into attack, which means it's 3 at the back. And players like Jafal, Chata and Scott are going to have to do a little bit more defensive work to make sure Lou City don't catch them too easily on the counter attack.
Jameson yet to contribute to a goal so far this season as he comes in, the 18-year-old. McFadden up ahead, and this is touched out of play. Down the line, Serrano. Something that Morten Carlson told us this week, said even with all the injuries we've endured, we're still a good defensive team, and that's showing that the system has worked so far, although right now, Lou City carving right through them. And it will be a whistle and a foul. But you look at the bigger picture, and Orange County's been very solid defensively, even with players coming in and out of the lineup because of injuries.
Yeah, they have a certain system that Morten Carlson brought in when he took over, that real good defensive mentality. There's a lovely ball played through. Owen Lamb once again doing a good covering job, and I don't know how much contact there was there, but doing the right thing. Ashish Chatter, whenever you're under pressure and there's a kick, just go down. Chances are you'll get a free kick. So yeah, defensively very good. I don't think that's the problem for Morten Carlson. It's replacing Milan Oloski. Brian's done a good job this match, but we've seen nothing from Thomas Among. Well, to be fair, had a beautiful pass for Brian Oloski for the one chance. Christian Soto has been very quiet, so unless he does something, they're likely to pull him off and get somebody else on. That seems to be the area in which they're lacking. Maybe Zubak can come on and do some business for Orange County.
McFadden lifts it out wide. Gonzalez is onto it. Gonzalez cuts it in. Quick passing, comes out for McFadden. The cross headed away. Again, Davila right through the middle. Pass by Harris turned over. Davila follows his loose ball. Tries to lay it off and does. McFadden. Jameson keeps it in play. Again, McFadden trying to come in fields. It'll be a throw into Orange County.
Again, fantastic pressure from the home side, and you know, chatting to Morten Carlson, he says there's something about Lou City. He said even when they get a goal, they want another one, and he said the reason is they believe they are going to score. And it's true, you look at them now, they're one up, but they just keep pushing for the second, keep putting you under pressure, and they do it really well, especially at home.
Here's Winder. Sorto intercepts, and it's turned over again. Winder looking for a pass. It's Serrano. He goes down. Referee had a good look at it and play on.
Well, that last chance all came from Sorto not holding the ball up. He got the ball, lost possession, and immediately they won the counter-attack. Didn't see enough here from Ray Serrano going down. There was nothing there really for a penalty. Might just get a hand on the shoulder for a second, but nowhere near a pen for me. But Christian Soto just losing possession and just thinking he needs help here, Thomas Among. Zubak surely has got to come on soon.
Jameson. It's a stoppage. It will go back to Louisville. That is Adrian Perez, who is preparing to come on. Down the line, Wilson. It's cut out, it's a throw-in. And a stoppage in play for a substitution. Be the end of the night for Wilson Harris. And entering is Adrian Perez. Second sub of the night for Louisville City. It's presented by Fortna.
Yeah, Wilson Harris playing 90 minutes against Seattle midweek, so maybe his leg's a bit tired. Perez was doubtful for this match, so that's probably why he started on the bench. Don't know if he picked up a little knock, but just coming on now with, what, 24 minutes or so left on the clock. I think it's a little bit more difficult for Morten Karlsson. Look at his bench, they're all a bunch of kids. Everybody's 17 or 18 with the exception of Ethan Zubak, who I expect to see very soon. The rest are all kids without much experience.
Perez wins it back, hops over a challenge, slides it in for Serrano. Serrano scores! Direct impact from Adrian Perez. Serrano makes no mistakes. 2-0 Lou City.
And that's a good finish from Ray Serrano because he sets himself up and then moves the ball once again to get it away from the defender and slots it into the corner. But as you said, Adrian Perez with a lovely through ball to Ray Serrano in the first place. A little bit of extra energy, new fresh body, fresh mind. Here he is, Perez driving forward. Maybe that extra energy gets him away from the tackle. Now here, he pulls it away from Lamb, sets himself up as the ball comes, sets himself up, pulls it away, opens up a little bit of an angle and just tucks it into the corner. A great finish from Ray Serrano. What a season this young man is having.
That goal is presented by Kentucky Lottery, fueling imagination, funding education. Kentucky Lottery. Fourth goal of the season for Ray Serrano. He scored in the last league game that he played against Hartford, that 6-0 win. And now it is Ethan Zubak entering for Orange County. And coming out of the game is Christian Sorto. It's a Fortna substitution. How about this for Ray Serrano? He has already equaled his career high in goals, and they're coming forward again here. It's Elijah Winder, spilled in front. Scott able to carry it out for Orange County. And right now, danger time for the roadside tonight. That 6-game unbeaten streak that goes back to last year in big danger.
Well, not only is that away streak in danger, they're in danger of going down 3 or 4 because exactly as Morten Karlsson said about Lou City, they don't stop, they just keep coming at you. And here they are 2-0 up, looking for more. That's why they've scored 5 goals in their last 3 matches at home. And they have just been unstoppable, this Lou City side. Here they go again, looking for more.
Foul as Perez is brought down. You had the stat that they had scored the most amount of goals through 7 games in USL Championship history. I mean, who says they can't score a few more tonight with the rate that they are attacking at the moment?
Yeah, the last home match was a 6-0 victory over Hartford Athletic in the league. Before that, 5-3 over Indy 11, 5-0 against Birmingham.
Switch of play, Perez. That comes all the way into the corner. It will actually go out for a throw-in.
It's a problem for Morten Karlsson now. They've been outplayed, to be fair, for 70 minutes. He's got a bunch of kids on the bench. If he throws them on, things could only get worse. So does he just try and lock things down and keep the score to a reasonable level? Or does he ask his players to take risks and throw numbers forward and risk a 3rd and a 4th goal going in?
McFadden. It away. Louisville 2024 ticket packages are available now. Lou City's next home match is coming up in just a couple of weeks. Bring your family and friends to Lynn Family Stadium when the boys in purple face their next opponent here at Lynn Family Stadium. Tickets are available at loucity.com/tickets. And that next home game will be on Wednesday, May 29th against Detroit City.
Struggling to get out of defense, Orange County. You saw a big ball coming from the defenders all the way through to Thomas Among.
Now Perez cuts it back. Perez! Just over the bar. Did it take a slight deflection? Doesn't look like it. A decent effort. Perez, an immediate impact since coming off the bench.
Huge impact. He's just come on. He's quicker and brighter than everybody else. There's some tired legs out there. Look at that skills. And when he hits it, it absolutely flies. You can see Colin Shuttler trying to get across the goals there, but what a good player Adrian Perez is. Of course, 20-odd games for DC United, so he's played at MLS level, but he's just come on and brightened up Lou City. That's the strength in depth that the boys in purple have.
Now tied for a team lead 3 assists is Adrian Perez, with Jake Morris and Ray Serrano.
They still haven't got Brian Omby back yet. Wait till he gets back and back to his normal best. See how good they can be, Lou City.
Scott and Jafal. Long switch of play. Alaski through the middle. Turned over. Here's Scott. Alaski doing well to keep it a tight spot. Again, Alaski looking forward. Look at all the purple shirts back defending. This one's lofted towards the corner and off the mark, looking for Ethan Zubak. Former LA Galaxy man. He spent the last couple of years with Nashville. Trying to still get him going a bit this year. Just 1 goal in the league.
Slowing things down a little bit, Lou City. I think they're happy with the 2-0. Doesn't mean to say they won't look for a third, but very comfortable with just over 15 minutes left. If this result holds, or if they win either which way, they will only be 3 points behind Charleston Battery at the top in the East with 2 games in hand. So they're in a great position to get to the top of the table in the next few weeks.
Long ball over the top, a hopeful ball. And Tosh there to calmly head it back to Damian Loss.
Good defending, yeah, gives a thumbs up to Sean Tosh, Damian Loss. Very good defending at the back.
Now a ball through the middle, Shuttler off his line. And Shuttler played that one to perfection just to get it out of harm's way.
Well, that's a risky maneuver from Shuttler to come out of his box, and if he doesn't get that, he's dead in the water. It's a lovely ball out of defense. Thanks from Carl Adams there. Just shows you that Lou City's still looking for another goal. Such a good move there, and Orange County are going to have to take risks. You can see quite a few orange shirts pushed up now. They have no choice but to really throw numbers forward, and that leaves them vulnerable to the counter-attack.
Fans head to Twitter to vote on tonight's Lynn Family Sports Vision and Training Man of the Match. The poll will be open for the next 10 minutes. Vote now at twitter.com/Lou City. Davila. Lou City looking for a third just to kill this game off. This time it'll run out of play.
And if this result does stand, it'll be 1 win in 5 for Orange County. What a good run for them, and although they're sitting close to the top of the table, the teams around them are catching up. San Antonio, Monterey Bay just a point behind. Tulsa, Phoenix Rising just a win behind. If this bad run continues, And it becomes a problem for Orange County, and the next match is away at Oakland, so a crucial one if this result holds. That becomes a really crucial game for Morten Poulsen.
And floated forward, looking for a Mong. City looking for their 5th clean sheet in 8 games to start this season. Now this is moved ahead. It's Lamb trying to put it in front, and Tosh gets it away. Orange County staying on the ball. Olaski.
Got to get service to Ethan Zubak. That ball from Lamb a minute ago just didn't quite reach him.
This one comes in for a Mong. The return ball, Jamison, he squares it. There is Zubak. Although this one won't count. Well, you almost spoke that into existence.
Couldn't have been Zubak offside, because he was in the middle and the ball was pulled back to him. So let's have a look at this again. It's this ball here. Jamison wasn't off, and I don't think Zubak was either. Very difficult to see where the offside came in. Let's have a look. Zubak would have been square at least. He wouldn't have wandered into an offside position. Anyway, tough blow for Orange County, because that's the sort of service Zubak was looking for.
Well, it's the end of the night for Jorge Gonzalez. Sam Gleadle will come on to replace him. Gonzalez had the assist on the opening goal. It's a Fortuna substitution with Gleadle entering. Last 2 years with Monterey Bay. I'll put that on a postcard. A beautiful night at Lynn Family Stadium. With the sun setting. Into the corner now for Perez. McFadden. Serrano tripped. Free kick. Third free kick on the way for Lou City. A long trip back home for Orange County if they can't find something out of these next few minutes.
Yeah, and a frustrating one, because if Ethan Zubak was offside, if he's the culprit, and that's bad play from a centre forward. From a square ball, you just got to wait and keep yourself onside. Difficult to know whether it was he was offside, whether it was Bryce Jamison.
Serrano floats it in, comes back into the middle. Winder. It's taken away by Scott. Again turned over. Perez turning it back. Oh, look at that from Winder as he turns the corner. Winder, it's out of play. It's a corner kick. Some skill from Elijah Winder. He'll be sticking around for a few more years here in Louisville after signing that contract extension.
He's got a smile on his face as well. I think there was a few words said to him as he went past Kyle Scott. Really good play, and Perez as well. Some nice touches just before that.
High-fight corner kick. To the back post, the header towards goal, and not it just wide. Winder and Gleadle lining up.
Kyle Adams knocking it back into play, and a good move from a set piece. Orange County got to mark up a lot more tightly because that was so close to being the third. Just flew past, as you said, Sam Gleadle and Elijah Winder both waiting at the far post. Neither of them could get a foot on it. but it's the initial header back that causes the danger, and poor marking there from Orange County. Well, frustrating for the neutrals. A goal for Orange County a few minutes back. The Ethan Zubak one, had it been allowed. At 2-1, you've suddenly got a cliffhanger as it stands. Blue City have that cushion. They have the clean sheet. That makes it even more difficult for Orange County.
Trying to go direct over the top. Alaski keeps it for Orange County. Scott. Jafal. Dogman. Off the mark, looking for Chata on the far side. Scott cleans it up for Orange County. Mong for Jamison. Touched away by Adams. Olaski.
They're going a bit more direct now, Orange County. They went through the middle there to Thomas Among and nearly got some joy from that.
Jamison tries to drive it into the middle. On the turn, Among. More of a hopeful effort than anything as he puts it wide.
Well, he had one of those goals a couple of matches ago against Monterey Bay. With his back to goal, he turned and he hooked it in. It was a fantastic strike. Tried to do the same thing there, but unfortunately couldn't find the target. Look at expected goals, 1.26 for Lou City, just 0.28 for Orange County. Among just brings it down here quite nicely and then tries to turn, but doesn't get enough of a hook on the ball.
Winder fending off Jamison. Through the middle. Alaski couldn't play it through. Alvila. Lidl absorbs some contact. Perez trying to touch it around the corner. Couldn't get it to him. Now it's Scott. Missed touch in the middle. And possession turned over again. Here's McFadden. Not on the same page as Ray Serrano.
Yeah, it's a tough one for Orange County here. Their squad isn't as deep as Lou City. As I mentioned, they've got 4 teenagers on the bench now, which struggle to bring them in at this stage. You want to bring teenagers in when you're playing well and you're up, not when you're chasing a game. They need the likes of Cameron Dunbar, if he was available, Partida, Kasipli. Those are the players you want to bring off the bench, and unfortunately none of those available here today for Orange County.
Scott. Ray Serrano, our Lynn family sports vision and training man of the match. It's Among. The shot is blocked.
See Among's body language. He's tired and he's fed up. Oh, that's going to get you a yellow card. Play on.
Well, no advantage being played. It's Perez. Perez looking for options. Now he's double teamed. It'll come back into the middle. Chance to hit it for Jansen Wilson! To put an exclamation mark on this for Lou City. 3-0.
Great strike from Jansen Wilson, absolutely brilliant. He's threatened on and off throughout this match, but they're positive, Lou City. They kept pushing forward. They didn't sit on that 2-0 lead. It's exactly as Morten Carlson said about the boys in purple. He said they will just keep coming at you. They have the belief they will score, and they do score. And that's a fantastic finish. Well done to the referee, Eric Tattersall, for playing on there. There was a definite foul, but he said play on. Adrian Perez running with the ball as he has done since he came on the pitch, and maybe a little bit tired, the Orange County defenders, not getting close enough there to Jansen Wilson. But Perez has come on, and everything he has touched has turned to gold. And well done, Lou City. 3 goals against a team that give very little away. That's how good Lou City are.
That goal presented by Kentucky Lottery, fueling imagination, funding education. Kentucky Lottery. Second goal of the season for Jansen Wilson. He scored his first against Indy 11 in the big win here at home at the beginning of April. The 22-year-old from Elizabethtown, Kentucky, former Gatorade Kentucky Soccer Player of the Year. Played his college soccer nearby Kentucky before finishing at Belmont.
This is turning out to be a perfect night for the boys in purple. When you score 3 against Orange County, that's impressive. It's another clean sheet. And what is it, the 4th or the 5th this season? It's the 5th in 8 games. I mean, what more can you ask for if you're a Lou City fan?
Substitutions coming. There's Amadou Dia and Niall McCabe coming on for Elijah Winder and Jansen Wilson. Fortuna substitutions for Louisville City as they look to finish off a 3-0 victory over Orange County. And remember, the 2 previous meetings finished 3-1. See if Orange County can get back at least one here tonight.
Yeah, that disallowed goal was a crucial moment. That was the one. If that goes in at 2-1, this is a close game again. At 2-0, you got the sense that Orange County just felt they were going to struggle to get over the finish line against this Lou City side. And that's exactly how it's turned out to be.
Some for Orange County as well. Benjamin Bargelo will come on. Former Atlanta United Academy product. Now in his 2nd season with Orange County. And a set piece opportunity for Orange County is on the way. Lamb delivers. Quickly headed clear. Serrano. Lamb again was blocked. Gleedle. And out of play, throwing for Louisville City.
Just looking at Ray Serrano, what an improved player from last season. Really struggled to impact the game. Wasn't scoring many goals. Wasn't getting into dangerous positions, and asked the question many times, what's he doing for Lou City? And this season, he's fitter, according to Danny Cruz. He's worked hard, and he's doing what you want from an attacking player. He's scoring goals, he's making assists, and he's impacting games for Lou City.
5 minutes of stoppage time presented by the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. As this comes out of play, it's a corner kick for Louisville City. A 5-5 corner kick. 9 corners tonight. McCabe delivers to the back post. Perez was up for it. And this one is a goal kick. Danny Cruz. You have to love your team's response to go all the way across the country, put in quite an effort against the Sounders over 120 minutes, come back and put in this performance at home, as Ayub has also come on for Jafal, a Fortuna substitution.
It was a good performance against Seattle. They had double the expected goals of the home side, so in theory, Lou City deserving to go through if you measure it by expected goals. So what a great start to the season.
Sends it upfield. Scott collects again for Orange County. Now Miles back for Colin Shuttler, who's under pressure. Passes right through it. Alaski. Adams long over the top. Gleedle's onto it. Gleedle cuts it in, lays it off. Niall McCabe for Perez. Perez tries to go low. Again, Adrian Perez. To go over the top. Perez couldn't keep it. Turned over, McCabe.
Yeah, they still look sharp, don't they, Lou City, knocking the ball around with confidence. And got to say, the subs that have come on have made a big difference, especially Adrian Perez. But even Sam Gleedle gets in and looks sharp. Now McCabe's winning ball in midfield. It's the strength that's come off the bench has just made Lou City even stronger. Whereas Orange County look tired now. They look fed up, disappointed, dejected. It's just been a really, really tough day for Orange County.
Adams down the line, comes in field. Jameson intercepts and he'll look to run away. He's fouled. And we can take a look at our move of the match. It is presented by Toyota. Didn't turn into a goal, but it's kind of summed up the night for Lou City.
Adrian Perez, great little turn and then hits it. That just flies over the crossbar. But he's come on and he was fresh and lively and positive. Made a massive difference. What a good player he is.
Move of the game presented by Toyota. Here's Lamb. Switching the point of attack. Nodded forward for Zubac. Imagine how different this game could have been if that Zubac goal would have counted. Would have made it 2-1 with still about 10 or so minutes to go. Instead, Lou City found a third and put this game to rest. And now they're looking for more. Why not? Serrano. And that is full time. Louisville City, a resounding victory back at home. Ray Serrano right in the middle of it. 3-0, Lou City beat Orange County.
Yeah, well-deserved victory, another clean sheet, another good win at home. And not many teams are going to put 3 past Orange County this season, I wouldn't have thought. So it just shows you how good this Lou City squad is, not just the team that started, but the players they brought onto the pitch as well. They're going to take a lot of stopping this season.
Tonight's game resulted in a Kroger clean sheet, 0 goals, 0 hunger, 0 waste. And Damian Loss had to make some big saves tonight.
Yep, especially at that near post, made a couple from Miloski. The one in the first half even better for me when he comes out at feet and blocks a very good chance, probably the best chance Orange County had. And goalkeeper didn't have much to do, but what he did very well.
We will come back and wrap things up after this. Tonight's final score brought to you by Gorski Law Office. It reads Lou City 3, Orange County 0. We'll come back and wrap things up right after this.
This new Toyota Tundra is amazing. It's rugged and capable.
Designed, engineered, and built right here in the USA.
And Tundra is more powerful and more fuel efficient.
The iForce Max hybrid powertrain delivers 437 horsepower.
And with the multi-terrain select, no matter what the conditions are, it automatically adjusts the engine throttle and traction.
Get up to $1,500 customer cash on a new 24 Tundra.
Wow.
APR financing as low as 2.25% or a great low lease.
Toyota, let's go places.
This postgame is presented to you by the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety. Lou City 3-0 winners tonight. And with that Lou City win, you can head to any participating Louisville area Wendy's tomorrow to get a free small Frosty. No purchase necessary. A celebratory mood here at Lynn Family Stadium as we look back at this full 90 minutes tonight. A resounding victory in the end for Louisville City. And we start things off early on, though. It was Orange County who had a few of the good early chances.
They did. Brian Olowski on the end of this Dogman cross gets ahead of it. It's straight at Damian Lass. And if he could have put that wide left to right, they might have got an early lead. He had an even better chance after that, which the keeper did well to save. Comes in the middle, but this is the actual goal. This is the goal for Lou City. Davila wins it, Jorge Gonzalez to Wilson Harris, and he just tucks it into the corner. Great striker's finish, and gives the goalkeeper no chance because it's just inside that far post, and that was the score at halftime.
We go to the second half, and again, it was Orange County on the break trying to get something going. Lass said no.
Yeah, that's a good little save with his left hand once again. Brian Olowski, the man with the threat, but not too many threats, and in the end, Lou City providing the best chances. Perez wins this ball here, does so well, beats this tackle. He's just come on as a sub. He's fresh, gets the ball to Ray Serrano, and Ray Serrano just takes it away from the defender to the left, opens up a little bit of an angle and tucks that one in the far post. Brilliant finish from Serrano.
Fourth goal of the season for Serrano, and then Jansen Wilson putting the cherry on top.
Again, Perez with a setup. He wins the ball, gets it there, and then just lazy defending, not following. Have a look at here, just cuts inside on his right there. Jansen, he's not followed by the defender, and it turns out he's got space and time to have a crack, and he puts it right in the corner. What a good finish. What a great result for Lou City.
22 shots for Lou City. It was all about them tonight. Orange County, maybe just watch this one.
Yeah, they had a few chances. Had the disallowed goal, which could have made the match very, very different. But Lou City, they put the pressure on. They might look at it and say we should get more shots on target from 22, just the 6. But they were positive. They were strong. They had width. They put balls into the danger areas, and they got their just rewards. They were by far the better side here tonight.
That'll do it for our coverage tonight. For our entire crew and broadcast partner Gary Bailey, I'm Josh Eastern. The Gorski Law Office final score reads Louisville City 3, Orange County 0. Good night from Louisville.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.